What is exactly e-waste is? That is known as defining the digital deluge definition. E-waste or electronic waste comprises of discard electronic devices and components. This includes everything from computers, smartphones to televisions and household appliances that have reached the end of their usable life. Components. E-waste often contains hazardous materials such as lead, mercury, and cadmium, which poses significant environment and health risk. If not properly managed, it's a growth concern due to its rapid technological advancement and increasing consumption. The deluge. The term digital deluge refers to the overwhelming amount of e-waste being generated worldwide as technology evolves rapidly. Electronics pile up and creating an environmental burden. Where does it all come from? Common e-waste sources. One of the common sources includes consumer electronics, smartphones, laptops, tablets, televisions, and significant contribution. The short lifespan and the frequently upgradation led to the constant stream to discard devices, office equipments, computers, printers, fax machines, and copies from the business and institutions add up e-waste stream. These items often contain valuables but also hazardous materials. Household appliances, refrigerators, washing machines, and micro-ovens are often discarded due to malfunction or upgradation. They also contain electronic components that are needed to properly dispose. Industrial equipment, industrial machines, medical devices, telecommunication equipment contribute a substantial amount of e-waste, often requiring a specialized recycling process. E-waste a global problem. Like if we see globally, 10 million tons of e-waste make generated annually, making it the faster growing waste streams. Asia is the largest contributor, followed by America and Europe. It constant demand of newer, better technologies is the main issue, creating a significant environmental and economic challenges. The first one, the top one is Asia, the next America, Europe, Africa, and Oceania. Who contributes the most? Country-specific e-waste levels. China. China is the largest e-waste generating country, driven by the massive consumer market and manufacturing sector. Improper handling and recycling practices poses several environmental threats. United States. The US is a significant e-waste producer with the high rate of technology consumption. A considerable amount of waste is exported to developing countries, creating an additional problem. India facing growing e-waste challenges due to increase in domestic consumption and imports from developing nations. Informal recycling methods are endangered human health and environment. The exponential growth of e-waste, troubling trend. The increasing consumption is one of the troubling trend of the e-waste, raising in demand of electronic driven by the affordability and precise obstacles leads to the higher turnover rate of greater e-waste generation, shorter lifespan. Manufacture design products with shorter lifespan, encouraging frequent upgradation and replacement. Planned obstacles contribute significant to the e-waste. Technological advancement. Rapid innovation introduce new devices while rendering old ones. This constant cycle accelerates the accumulation of e-waste. Inadequate recycling, insufficient recycling infrastructure, and inadequate policies are most e-waste end up in landfills and illegal exports. Toxic time bomb, environmental impact for the improper disposal. Salt contamination. Leaching to the heavy metals and toxic chemicals from the e-waste Pollution. The soil affects the plant growth and entering the food chain. Water pollution. Contaminants from the improper discards electronics seep into the ground and surface water, endangering aqua life and human health. Air pollution. Burning e-waste results in harmful gases and particulate matters into the atmosphere, contributing to the respiratory problems and climatic change. Habit destruction. E-waste disposal sites often encroach on natural habits, disrupting the ecosystem and displacing the wildlife. Silent killer. Health hazards linked to e-waste. There are many health hazards caused by the e-waste. The first one is neurological effects. Exposure to the lead and mercury from the e-waste we can cause the neurological damage, particularly in children, leading to the development problems. Skin diseases. Direct contact with e-waste can cause us skin irritation, dermats, and other skin disorders due to the presence of the corrosive chemicals. The next one includes cancer risk. Carcinologic substances in e-waste such as chromium and cadmium increase the risk of developing various cancers. Respiratory issues. Inhaling of toxic fumes from burning the e-waste causes respiratory illness, includes asthma, bronchitis, and lung cancer. E-waste poses several health hazards, particularly for the workers in the informal recycling sector. The toxic substance released during the dismantling and processing can lead to the chronic illness and the long-term health problems. Hope for the future. E-waste management and recycling methods. Collection. Establishing collection programs and drop-off points for gathering e-waste from the household and business, ensuring responsible disclosure. Dismantling. Manual dismantle electronics is a separate component and material removing hazardous substance and preparing item for the recycling. Recycling. Extract valuable materials like gold, silver, and copper from e-waste to specialized process, reducing the need of mine. Refurbishing. Repairing and upgrading functional electronics for reuse, extending their lifespan, and reducing e-waste generation. Governing e-waste regulation and policies across the globe. Bioresul conversion, an international treasure regulatory, the transbound movement of hazardous waste, aiming to prevent illegal dumping of e-waste in developing countries. EU-EEE Directive, a European Union directive setting a collection, recycle, and recovering targets for the electrical and electronic equipments, promoting producer responsibilities. Natural policies. Various countries implementing their own e-waste regulations include extended producer responsibilities (EPR) schemes are mandatory for recycling programs. Effective e-waste management requires robust regulation and policies at the both international and national level. These frameworks promote responsible recycling, prevents illegal exposure, and encourage manufacturers to design more sustainable products. Conclusion. E-waste, short for the electronic waste, refers to the discarding electronic devices such as computers, smartphones, tablets, televisions, and other consumer electronics that have reached the end of its life cycle. With rapid technological advancement and increasing customers' demand for the latest gadgets, e-waste has become one of the fastest growing waste streams globally. The improper disposal of e-waste poses significant environmental and health hazards due to presence of toxic substances like lead, mercury, cadmium, and bromide flames retardants. When these electronic devices end up in landfills, harmful chemicals can leak into the soil and water, causing long-term ecological damage and contaminating the natural resources. Additionally, informal recycling methods often practiced in developing countries expose workers to hazardous conditions leading to several health problems such as respiratory issues, skin diseases, and neurological disorders. On the top hand, proper e-waste management through recycling and responsible disposal can help in recovering valuable materials like gold, silver, copper, and rare earth materials, reducing the need of mining and conserving natural resources. Government, environmental organizations, and tech companies are now taking initiatives to promote e-waste recycling, implements extended producer responsibilities (EPR) programs, and encourage the consumption of adopting the sustainable disposal practices. Public awareness about the impacts of e-waste is also increasing with the campaign urging individuals to donate, refurbish, or recycle the old electronic devices instead of discarding them irresponsibly. By embracing the circular economic principles and advancement of green technology solutions, societies can mitigate the adverse effects of e-waste while promoting sustainable development for future goals. Thank you so much.